Back to MLB 9 innings. We're in part 2 of our skill evaluation series. Today we're looking at some desired starting pitching skills. There's a few points I want to make. One, that there's a relationship between your training and your skills. And then another one is trying to quantify how much good skills are worth. So first, let's compare a couple pictures. This is ranked. We're going to be looking at ranked stats. I didn't do any tanking this week just to get a more consistent level of opponents. In batting, it's really easy to get that consistency. They're pretty much all facing the same pitcher. But on the pitcher side, you could be facing a tank team, you could be facing a weaker team, so you can get a little bit of variance. So first up, comparing Harvey and Matt's. So Harvey's a normal, a very good normal, and Matt's is a SIG. So you can see that Matt's has an edge to all the stats, mostly in location. Both are well skilled. Harvey's got boss and mess, and Matt's has untouchable and boss. So really the difference is mess versus untouchable. So what's better? So let's go check out the stats. And we'll come back to the other pitchers. So Harvey has a small edge in ERA. So ERA is your perfect metric here. Sometimes they don't like it in MLB because if you're comparing DeGrom to Cole, you got to understand how good the fielders are. So they come up with metrics like field independent pitching and stuff like that. But for this, we got the same fielders. So it's a good metric. Harvey is slightly ahead of Matt's, and we have it's been pretty consistent week over week. I've been tracking this for a few weeks. There's 1 week out of 5, which I think Matt's was better. Now, Matt's is better slightly in whip. So that has to do probably with location. So the walks are lower. We certainly have enough innings to be statistically significant. So Matt's is higher skilled, but Harvey's a better pitcher. So I can really deduce that I prefer Mess over to Untouchable. It may not be the case if the training was different, though. So what happens with low location? You get more walks, but then your stats go up. So it's kind of okay there. If he had really low fastball and breaking ball, but you got pitching machine as a skill, then that would make up for it. So I don't think training is necessarily static. Somebody might look at Matt's and say, not Matt's, at Harvey and say, oh, his location's too low. And well, it really depends on the skills. So here's his training. He's not number 2 in location, but he's still the ace. So, and Matt's is, well, Matt's has location 1 and velocity 2nd. So now let's compare how much OVR really matters. So I got Porcello with awesome skills, but he's only 67 base, 65 GI. We got Wheeler, boss, and giant killer, 71 base, good GI. And DeGrom, 72 base, good GI. Boss, golden pitcher, so supposed to be velocity and location. So which one works out better? You have a 6 OVR difference between Porcello and Wheeler. So let's go look at stats. Here is better by a good margin. Porcello is better than DeGrom. So even though DeGrom has boss and golden pitcher, so it's not horrible skills, at least I wouldn't have thought so. Great skills is doing better than over 5 OVR, closer to 6 OVR difference. So it's pretty significant. And Giant Killer is at least pretty good, at least if it's not on a SIG. So I think that's one takeaway there is Giant Killer is a pretty good skill. So it's certainly outclassing Golden Pitcher by a good margin. So I think those are two good takeaways for this week. Hopefully by the end we can really get a ranking, but you really can see great skills can be 5, 6 OVR difference. Next week we're really going to try out Tyler Bachelor. He's got great skills, only a 60 base. So want to see how he competes against Familia and stuff who are 66 base. All right, that's it from now. I hope this is helpful. Hopefully you like the series. Get some insights on what works and doesn't. But really starting to really think, skills pay the bills. All right. Happy 4th.